Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes, a program that has been built on flash, excitement, swagger, even once a goal turnover chain. But the fundamentals of this program, substance. We'll have plenty of substance and swagger from the Canes today. This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Minnesota Golden Gophers, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Canes will kick it away to start. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Quarterback on the keeper. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to go option, and they're trying to put that defensive end in a bind, but he's just way too athletic, and he guessed right. The quarterback was keeping the ball. He knew it and was able to make the tackle in the backfield.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. On second down, he'll let it fly. He makes the connection. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react to the play. So this can certainly open things up.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Got it, looking for a first. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
Catch in the middle, it's Simpson. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Got enough space, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Minnesota! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. How about that? First drive of the game, first drive of the season, and it ends in the end zone.
You know, rust, a little bit of nerves. Nah, no problem. First drive of the year, and that's a sign for good things to come for this offense coming out and put it in the end zone right out the gates.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. On first down, here comes this offense. They'll leave it with him. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Guys, in basketball through the years, we've seen the Big Ten ACC Challenge, and it'll be fun to watch this one on the football field.
I think this is going to be a real test of physicality. I know these are two conferences that pride themselves on that, going out and establishing the line of scrimmage. So, David, interesting X's and O's matchup here in this one.
Yeah, and it's always cool to have those measuring stick opponents. Like, once we start getting deeper in the season and start having the comparison game, well,
and it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Here's the give off the left side. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
This is an interesting decision now for the head coach. You're trailing very early in the game. There's a lot of football left. But you're in a situation where you could go for it here and try and answer after your defense gave up that touchdown on the opening drive.
He'll keep it on the sneak.
Yeah, I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
And the Canes with the 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a 1st down. Just moving those chains the way Frank Gore did back in the day.
Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Edgerrin James, so many elite backs in Miami history. Finding that guy that you can give the ball to that's reliable, important part of the Canes tradition.
And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Well, this offense can get after you a variety of ways in their running game, and one of the ways they do it is by using their wide receivers on jet sweeps. Good example right there.
After a good pickup on the run, it's 2nd down. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Looking for a gap. It's Carr. He powers his way ahead, gets 3, but they're still looking at 4th and 2. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Makes the grab well past the sticks. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the 1st down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the 1st down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Anderson wants to throw. The quick out. And he's running in the open. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Second and goal coming up. Tries again to get it in. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And on that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
Corralled and brought down by the defense.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Paul.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
So the offense will try to punch it in here on 4th and goal from the 1. Here comes the option. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Miami! They'll try to tack one more on their score. Splits the uprights. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. This time on target. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
Leaves it with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of the stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling.
He tries to take the top off. Hits him in stride inside the 10. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. The huge play got him on the porch, but now they got a kick in the door. Sack all the way back at the 5. When you play backer at Miami, you got to bring some of that vintage Kane attitude.
The attitude, the physicality, the dislike for people. That's what you need at the linebacker spot. Miami's found a few of those guys over the years.
It's complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in zones. You got to get him involved.
So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And this ought to be a chip shot from about 20 yards out. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Here comes the offense on 2nd down.
42, Spider.
The give to the back. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
The run to the left. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Anderson will throw. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. Receivers work tirelessly, tapping that toe along the sideline, and it just looks so natural for him.
Yeah, it can't just be pat and go all the time, right? Reese just jogging down the field, ball hits you right in stride. You got to be able to make awkward body catches and do it getting your feet in bounds. That was sweet.
Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And I tell you what, I love the versatility of wide receivers nowadays. You can handle the football in many different ways, but I like this. Get him going full speed in motion. He's already got all that speed built up, handling the football. He can chew up 5 yards in a hurry, get you those critical yards you need to put you in better situations.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now on second and goal. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Hurricane! Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but
He's loose. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Comes out throwing on first down. Trying to beat the D deep. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. And Henderson wants to throw. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. They'll immediately call timeout. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Quarterback will audible. He's looking to throw it. Pressure coming. Got the tight end outside. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. We're ready to get it started here in the second half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Back to the ground game on the left. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1.
At the 34. Now, 4th down.
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? The give and the run on 4th down. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. That time they were in their own territory. That took some lower intestinal fortitude.
It did. And listen, if that's what you're going to be, that's who you're going to be. You're going to be that kind of offense and be aggressive, then stick with who you are. And apparently, nowadays, going for it on your own end, it really ain't nothing anymore.
Running with power. Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
They're going to ride this running back. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football. And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Pulled down after picking up 5 to the 6-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Running back searching for a hole. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll run the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. How about that alert play from the defense to corral that fumble? And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
Quick release on the RPO. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hand.
Oh, he dropped it! Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then following up for a massive fumble recovery.
Oh, it's a reverse. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
Defensively, it's like which one of these guys are the most dangerous? Goodness gracious, you got so many guys that spread you out with speed and wide receivers that you think about taking away the passing game. And then what do? They put him in motion, and he goes across the formation really quickly. They give him the football, and he just so fast chews up yardage. Defensively, there's so many things to be talking about, to be talking through, and then they do stuff.
Touchdown, Cave! They take the lead with the 6. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. He's looking for an open man on second down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
On third down, going up top. Zings it complete to the right. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Golden Gophers will punt this one away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Fair catch called for and made. comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. The give to the tailback. Still running at the 40. Off he goes. Running inside the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Miami. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth quarter lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Iowa is down right now inside Kinnick Stadium, but this young man under center has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Iowa City today. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Kansas State. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Got his man down the middle. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. And the Golden Gophers in the hurry-up.
And everything's going to have to be downfield. That's a nice start to this drive, but they're going to need to score, get the ball back quickly, and score again.
And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
On second down, looking to throw. This one's complete. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. The Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's on target and complete. And oh, did they know that one was coming. They'll knock him down in the backfield.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and you never complain.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Dumps it off in the flats. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
And plays like that at this point of the game just aren't going to work. You can't throw short in the middle of the field where guys get tackled and the clock starts ticking. You got to be thinking, we're throwing to the sticks or we're throwing near the sidelines so guys can get out of bounds.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's first and 10. Coming after him. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick because of the hit, complete pass.
Now on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He's got it up to 15. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Minnesota! On to attempt the try. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They go 83 yards on the drive. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Smart move to keep it on the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. Anderson will throw. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth-quarter play for this defense. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
What a momentum-changing play. Just when they needed to get the takeaway, he steps up with a massive interception, now gives his team a chance to regain the lead here in the 4th quarter.
The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Out of the gun, the give to the back. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Here comes 2nd down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. He's looking to throw. He caught it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the 4th. With the run on 1st and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
Quarterback now has to make sure his guys are dialed in. He can't make any more mistakes. Giving up a negative play on 2nd down by the goal line. You've got to be really smart with this football.
You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it! Touchdown, Golden Gophers! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And it's go time. You need a play late, and the big tight end comes through for you. You find him, he does the rest, catches the football, gets in for the touchdown, and now you take the lead.
And he knocks it through, and the lead is a field goal here in the 4th quarter. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, man. Well, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, should have been a better route.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Quarterback checking off. Going up top on 1st down. Skips away from pressure. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown, Hurricane. And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. Now that they have the lead, this kickoff unit has to stay in their lane, create some field position, and hand it over to the defense. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. He wants to throw. It's complete on the right side. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
Where's the defense on that last play? It's a 2-minute situation. You've got the guy making the catch in the middle of the field. You've got to tackle him in bounds and keep this clock moving. Somehow they were able to let him get outside and stop the clock. That just can't happen.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. He's got his man. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
The bad news, he didn't get the 1st down there. The good news, though, he got out of bounds, stopped the clock. They still have 1 timeout, so there's a lot of time still in this 2-minute situation to march down the field and get a score.
Going for the big play. Got it in stride at the 15. Touchdown, Minnesota! And they've got the lead in the final minute. If he makes this one, the lead will be 3, and at least a field goal won't beat you. And it's good, and he's got the lead up to 3 late. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the clutch late score that almost certainly will be the game winner. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. And if you list the priorities here, Jesse, first thing, get your kicker into his comfort zone.
It's a balance here between being conservative and being aggressive. You know that a field goal obviously puts you in a position to win this game, but, David, I don't hate being aggressive here either.
No, I'm going to be aggressive. I'm not leaving it up to my kicker if I have a choice. I trust my offense. I make the plays I know I can make. I watch the clock, but I stay aggressive.
What a great individual effort here in this 2-minute situation. He makes the catch in the middle of the field. He knows he's got to find a way to stop the clock. The only way to do that is to get out of bounds. He uses his speed and his vision, and he's able to elude the defense to save some time.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Anderson wants to throw. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Passing situation, what do I want to do? I want to bring more guys that can cover guys on the outside. Nice job by this defense, running the dime package, more DBs on the field to match up with all these speedy wide receivers.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. On second down, wants to throw. Dumps it to the back. This time he's got it. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there getting that first.
The Canes will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the back. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains for the first down.
Nice job by the running back there on that angle route against zone coverage. He wasn't in a hurry. He was able to sort of find the soft spot in the defense and just gear down, make himself an easy target.
They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. And they are coming out for what will be a huge field goal attempt. And this one can draw us even in the final moments. Absolute shame. Missed it. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. You work all offseason for that, the chance to take a knee and punctuate an opening victory to this season. The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week, and for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season, but 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.